Okay, so today on Food That Is Good, what we're going to be making is just a simple pasta with tomato sauce dish. Now, as you can see here, we have just regular old tomato sauce. It's not sweetened, it's not spiced, it's just tomato sauce. I guess you'd call it a paste, but it's a little runnier than that. So, over there we have a nice pot of boiling pasta. As you can see, it's just spaghetti. And all we did there was add some oil and salt, and that's just how you cook your pasta. So we have our pasta cooking and we have our tomato sauce, and this tomato sauce is going to be better. It's not just going to be tomato sauce. We're going to enhance it with our own flavors, and we're going to saute some vegetables to put it in there, making it taste just a lot better, so it's not just a tomato taste. We'll get back to you when we're ready to do that. See you then.
Hey guys, we have some onions here, some garlic, some pepper, sweet pepper, yellow, but you could use any type of sweet pepper you would like, just for more color. And we also have half a jalapeno to give it a little kick. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dice up half an onion here. You don't want to add a whole onion. Well, it depends on the quantity that you're making, but for 2 people, half an onion's fine, because you don't want that overpowering taste. And we're going to saute it with a little olive oil, salt, pepper, and a little sugar. And it's just going to make it very good and flavor up the sauce so much. Because as Thomas said, this sauce is so bland. It has nothing to it except just concentrated tomato puree. So once these are all diced up like that, I'm going to move on to the garlic. And with this garlic, you want to smash it like this. And that's going to help you take off this shell. And I can't really see anything because this onions are blinding me tremendously. So, damn it. I'm just going to wash this. And you just want to cut off the sides. And then dice it up some more. But with the jalapeno, I like to cut it into nice slivers. So like, this knife is horrible for it, but like that. Like nice slivers for the jalapenos. And for the red pepper. And for the jalapenos, you want to dice it up really small. Okay, we'll be right back to you on the sauteing part after all these vegetables are chopped up and ready to go. Okay guys, as you can see, we have chopped up our vegetables quite nicely. The onion, the garlic, the jalapenos, and the peppers. So first we're going to put in the onions and garlic into the sauteing pan, because, if you could just turn that on, Thomas, while I'm getting the other vegetables. Because those are the ones that we cook the longest, and you're going to want to put the green pepper last, because you still want it, because if you cook it too much it loses its crunch, and you really want that nice crunch in your pasta. So I got all that in there. Nice sauteing stick. Take this, just start mixing this up. And I'm just going to add my jalapenos to it, because the last time we made this it was a little spicy. And sauteing down jalapenos will make them a little less spicy. So what you got to add to it is just a little bit of pepper, black pepper, some salt, and first a little bit of sugar. Get a little sugar there. You got the salt. Couldn't seem to get that opened. And then you just mix it around until you get this nice aroma. You're going to get some really good smells out of this. And this is what you're going to add. Once the flavors of this just start marrying together, you're going to add your sauce, that flavorless sauce to it. And it's just going to turn delicious. We're going to add a few dry spices to it. Just a little oregano, parsley, and maybe a little basil. And that's just going to enhance it a little bit more. You don't want to overdo the dry spices, because then that could just ruin the dish. But you got this here. You want this to sit a little bit. This is going to caramelize the onions a tiny bit. You don't want it too sweet. And right there. And see how that's starting to bubble? It's getting a really nice smell. This is such a simple recipe. And it takes such a short amount of time, but it tastes absolutely divine. So don't settle for the ragu sauces and all those sauces out there that are so high in sodium, because those are just going to kill it. We're just adding, that was just a little bit of dried oregano. Now we're just adding a little bit of dried parsley and then a little bit of dried basil. But after that, that's all you want. And that's just going to make it very good. And you don't want to settle for the ragu sauces and any of those store-bought sauces, number one, because they're really bad for you. They have tons and tons of sodium or salt, and that's just going to ruin your heart. And this, it just tastes a lot better. And you could add pesto to it. You could get pesto at any store. It's really easy to find, but it helps. I feel like it gives it a nice nutty flavor. So we're going to be back to you once this whole thing is done sauteing. Alright guys, here we are, and we added our sauce to the sauteing vegetables, and it's just marinating quite very nicely. I'm just going to lower the heat, let it simmer a little bit. And we added the yellow pepper to it, but it's just going to give it a nice crunch. We added it late so that it still gets the flavor from the sauteing vegetables, but still doesn't lose its nice, good texture. Alright, so we're just going to let this simmer. You can see that little bubbling. It's going to make it really nice, and we're just going to let it simmer for another probably a minute or so. Let all those flavors marinate together, and then we're going to add it to the pasta. And there you go. There's your pasta with tomato sauce. We'll be showing you the end result shortly.
Okay, so as you can see here, we have our sauce, and we're just going to mix it in with our pasta. Probably not the best stirring utility, but we're going to mix that in, and we're going to serve it, and we'll show you the end result of our delicious quick pasta meal. So we're just going to bring this whole thing over. We're going to serve some.
And let me just try that right there. Nice yellow pepper. Really good. Really good.
So, as you can see, this is our end result. It tastes fantastic as usual. I mean, being completely modest, our food always tastes good, but that's the name, food that is good. If you like this video, go check out our other ones. Subscribe to stay up to date. And we'll see you guys next episode. Remember, food that is good.
Yeah.